Hi and welcome back, everybody. Today is making gift baskets for my husband for his trade accounts with his business. So I do this every year and I make 16 of them, and I pre-order all my food from a local distributor that sells merchandise for gift baskets. It's called Imperial Foods, and it is, I believe, in Melrose Park, Illinois. I'm gonna go around and open up the boxes, show you what it is we're gonna use, gather all my supplies, and then I will make one for you. And I will also put it in its bag, and then I'll also make a bow for it, and then I'll show you exactly what they look like. So what we've got to put in the boxes are flatbread crisps, dipping pretzels, jelly bellies, summer sausage, and I believe there are 2 different flavors in here. Yes, there's a couple different flavors. There's a beef flavor, and then a spicy one. We have peppermints. We have 2 different kinds of cheese here, both Wisconsin. One is a Swiss and the other is a vintage cheddar. I've got peanut brittle. I have got cheese straws, and cute little bags of deluxe nuts. And I do think that is everything. I did have chocolates on order and with Ghirardelli, and for some reason Imperial's no longer carrying the Ghirardelli, so I ended up having to skip that this year. So this year I purchased white baskets from the Dollar Tree. In the past I have gotten them through another company, and I just kind of liked these better. They're a good size. And then I have ribbon to make my bows. I have the cellophane bags that I'm gonna put all of them in. And then I have my spring fill. Now I usually buy this big huge box here, and I think it's like 10 pounds. And that is also from Imperial Foods. So we're gonna get going and get these all done, and then we'll have them ready to send out with my husband. So I've gathered up all my supplies, and nothing actually is 16 pieces. So what we're gonna do is put in 1 or 2 of each thing. A couple of the baskets may have some different items in them than others, but that's okay. It all works out in the end. The first thing I start with is fill, and I know this is gonna be a little bit noisy here. I want it kind of nestled in. And make sure everything isn't coming out of the sides. We're gonna do a little rough draft here and just see where everything will sit. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Okay, let's try this again. I am going to put my largest items more towards the back. I'm going to kind of nestle it in a little bit here. See how it's sitting up a little bit better. And pretzels as well. got a lot of bigger items this year. Jelly beans. And what I do is I work up how I want everything to look, and then I do it the same with every basket. Okay. And so everything is like even in size, height. Pull that down. Tuck these in. All right. So here's what I think my baskets are going to look like this year. Now I'm going to put a little bit more fluff in them, just to make sure everything looks nice. And everything sat in there nicely to where I may not have to use a lot of my dots this year. Everything looks great on this side. Get a little bit right here. Right. I think that looks pretty darn nice. What do you think? Now, I'm going to show you how I wrap them. I buy the nice strong cellophane bags, and I get them through Imperial Foods as well. That was like wrestling an alligator. All right, let me not clean out here. Straighten that out. All right, so now I've got it in the bag, and everything looks nice. Now I like to use clear shipping tape, packing tape, because you can't see where it's been taped. If I use Scotch tape, you can see it. So hang on, I'm gonna go grab my packing tape. All right, I found my Scotch shipping tape, and I'm gonna take a piece and I'm going to put it down on here, and I'm gonna go off the end of my table. I'll show you this in a second. So I've placed my tape on my little triangle at the bottom here, and I'm going to literally put it back like this. And that just helps get everything nice. Then I don't want the bag